to the Geelong and District Football League here today at the Western Oval, where we have the first semi-final, East Belmont versus Geelong West Football Club. And the umpires out there today are Simon Flowers and John Tatnell in the middle. On the boundary lines we've got Chris Bedham and Rowan Harris. In the goals, Ray Menzies and Dennis Felder. Your guest video production crew for the afternoon is Ron Brain and Jeff Peel will be calling the game for you. Cameraman technicians are Brett Revere, Sean Cannon and Robert Watson, and I'm Noel Fanning downstairs. Your director pushing all the buttons, Ron Brain. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, good afternoon, Noel, and welcome to, well, a little bit of a coolish type of day here at the Western Oval. Breeze will be flavouring left of screen. Not a great advantage because it's going more so across the ground. And I'm sure that there should be a great clash here between the East Belmont Lions and the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club Cheetahs. Good afternoon, Jeffrey Peel.
Yes, good afternoon, Ron. And a big day here, the second division first semi-final. Sudden death. It always seems a first semi-final big game. The teams play all year to get into the final four, and then it's all over in one day for one of these two teams this afternoon. So a lot hinging on this match between Blue West and East Belmont here at the Western Oval in Geelong.
Yeah, certainly, Jeff, and congratulations to respective captain coaches. First of all, number one for the East Belmont side, of course, they're in the maroon and blue colours here this afternoon. Rod Doubledown, the captain coach, and we wish him well here this afternoon. He'll probably pick up the opposing captain coach for the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club in Stewie Scott. He's wearing the number 14 Guernsey in the blue and gold Guernseys here this afternoon. Now, a couple of changes to the selected sides on the Friday advertiser, and to both sides there's two good players in the dashing wingman Adam Joseph. He's out for the East Belmont side with an ankle injury. He'll be replaced by the number 39 Guernsey Shane Quinn. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club, Gavin Ingsworthy, who has been quite a dynamo around the ground for them as their little rover. He was also suffered an ankle injury during the week and is unable to take his place in the side. And he'll be replaced by Shane Main. Bit of a wrap on Shane Main, wearing number 4 long sleeve Guernsey here for the Cheetahs today, Jeff. And kicked 9 in the reserves last week. Comes from South Australia, and they tell me he can play the game. So our first experience watching Shane Main here this afternoon.
Should be an interesting one. Those players could be key factors in this afternoon's game here at the Western Oval in Geelong. The team's just going through their paces at the moment out there in the centre and waiting for umpire Flowers and umpire Tatnell to get proceedings underway. Simon Flowers, former Warrnambool umpire, he's in his first year in the Geelong Football Umpires League, and a pretty good effort to get a final first up. Yeah,
congratulations to Simon, and I'm sure he'll do well with such good credentials coming down there from the rain belt of the Victorian country footy. And well, it doesn't matter really where you come from in Victoria, because it's all good stuff, country footy, and I'm sure that the fair crowd here today will enjoy the entertainment provided by these two sides. And Graham Munro, the emergency umpire there, just bringing the tracksuit tops and footy off as we wait on the toss. I'm not sure whether it's been made as yet. Your selection, Jeffrey, here this afternoon.
Yeah, look, it's going to be a very good game. I mean, earlier in the year, some pundits locally were saying that Blue West were going to have their biggest season of all time. They've probably had a hiccup or two along the way, but I think their rejuvenation this year should be enough for them to get through, although East Belmont have been hanging out for a premiership for so long. They're just as desperate. That's why it seems this first semi-final, Ronnie, such a pity that one team's got to lose. But it's the end of the season for one of these sides after today.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I do agree with you, Jeff. And well, East Belmont, both games throughout the season in round 4, April 23, had a victory. It's only about, let's have a look, about 6 points, I think, the first round, and 7 points second round, round 17, July 30 to East Belmont as well. So psychologically, East Belmont are going to have a slight edge, I believe, but then, as you've said, finals football is a different type of footy, and it's going to be on the day. It's going to be a tough one. I think it's going to be very tight all day, and Scotty Cowie, who is back from some weeks from injury, I think you'll find if he can get through proceedings, I'm sure that Blue West will be in front at the end of the day. But I'm just a little bit concerned, Jeff, with his fitness, and we'll just wait and see as we've got money coming up to the broadcast box already. And good on you, Braddles. I love you dearly for that, son. And only time will tell. Well, let's have a look, Jeffrey. Young Simon there, the umpire, will raise the ball shortly to commence the 94 Division 2 first semi-final here at the Western Oval. And it looks like, let's have a look, Blue West kicking into the breeze. East Belmont obviously won the toss. The first bounce, a good one too from the umpire. Tap forward Keegan, coming through strongly there for the East Belmont side. Good work was Buchanan. Loose ball, Packer plays around, and I think you'll find there's been a high tackle. And Craig Jeffrey a little high there on that occasion. Stewie Scott gets the first kick of the 94 first semi here at the Western Oval. Drives it long to half forward, the lead. Good one, Ken Denning in front there of Jason Smith. He'll be kept busy this afternoon because Ken Denning has had a great season for the Cheetahs. Kicks the ball long, up there to the pocket. Looks for the lead of Westwick in front. Well fisted away there from, looks like Sutherland down there in defence. Kick forward now, Craig Jeffrey. Back up there to centre wing. Oh, Heath Box copped a little high tackle there from the dash of Dave McLaughlin. And Heath Box, a promising up-and-coming youngster, takes possession for the Cheetahs. Drives to centre half forward. Loose ball. Picked up Jason Ladder. Ladder's kick up to the teeth of goal. Well fisted away Dave Franey. The East Belmont, ex-president of the footy club, thumps the ball away from his opponent. Whistle on play. And I think you'll find free kick there to Andrew Buchter, the half-back flanker for the East Belmont Lions. Elects to go to the defensive side of the ground. Kicks it long out there, but in front was Lehman, yes. Cop one a little high. Just about a mark for mine too, Jeffrey, on that occasion. Lehman gets the free kick on outer side half-forward flank. Early stages of the first quarter. Lehman now, long up the centre half forward. In front, Westwick. Could have been infringed with Franey. No, said the umpire. As the loose ball from Double Dam. Back to Franey, who tumbles the punt to centre half forward. Awkward bounce. Buchanan. He can't trap it, but I tell you what, Dickie Nee can. Good work, Richard Neal. Goes to centre wing. In front there, working hard was... I tell you what, McLaughlin just breathed in at the right time because Richard Neal came through like an absolute steam train and just missed him.
Yes, umpire Flowers puts the ball down, up they go, and East Belmont boys going for the safety of the boundary line on centre wing in front of our broadcast position this afternoon. Umpires on the boundary this afternoon, Beedham and Harris. The goal umpires, Menzies and dangerous Dennis Felder.
Okay. Your selection again.
Yes, Blue West by 16 points, Ronnie.
Okay, 16 points, Jeff. Thanks, mate. Okay, back to the footy. Loose ball there. Going through strongly. Ian Alley missed the footy completely. Now we see Wigmore. Cop one a little high here. Good umpiring. Picking the first one out, and that's what I like to see, giving the boy making the play here this afternoon. And a free kick. Brett Wigmore now for the Cheetahs. Kicks it long to half forward. In front, Jason Smith, not paid the mark. Bad luck there as we see Jimmy Hogan on the left foot, an absolute shocker. Ball falls now where the Buchter comes through for the Lions and punts it to the centre of the ground. Buchanan nearly took a nice grab. Ground level now, the Mediterranean Marvel comes through. He lost the footy as we see Double Down now under pressure. Good tackle, but umpire said no chance in getting rid of that one. And what were your thoughts there, Jeffrey?
Yeah, touch and go, but umpire Tatnell paid the decision. He said I'll have it. He puts it down on centre wing. Up they go. Up high for East Belmont there was Keegan. Couldn't get the ball further afield. Finally comes across towards a teammate in Graham Hobbs. His long kick inside the attacking 50 for East Belmont. But no one there. Weight of numbers. And the big defender down there, last line defence, Scott Cowie for the Blue West boys, takes it over in the back pocket.
Scotty moving quite well. Haven't spoken to him for a couple of weeks now, but has been quite a good stalwart of the Queen of the West Monday Night Replays when they're on, and especially when the Cheetahs are performing. Takes the wife down for a feed, and it's great to see the players supporting Queen of the West, and of course guest video as the ball spills free. Frankie Iannelli having a bit of trouble picking it up. Good work there, that was Keegan, I think you'll find. Good hip and shoulder. Now Wigmore, been busy early. Kick under pressure, drops short. as we see now for the Lions, picking it up there. I think you'll find Trevor Coogan, it was. Punted up there to half forward. The loose ball, well fisted away, Murray Scott. The race is on. Shaw, Scott. Murray Scott, I think you'll find, happy to see the ball go out of bounds, out of side, half forward flank, with the Lions doing the attacking early stages of the first quarter here at the Western Oval for Division 2 first semi.
Neil in the ruck. Gets a front position there, ahead of Keegan. Up they go. Neutral one. Keegan gets it for East Belmont. Here's a chance for them to come forward. The long kick inside 50. His target is Gardner. Over his head. Can he get up? He jumps on the ball 10 metres out from goal. He's got to push in the back, has he? No. Play on is the call from the umpire. Stacks on the mill. Ball up 10 metres out from the big sticks.
Well, my eyes must be deceiving me, Jeff, because if Craig Edwards wasn't pushed in the back, I'll go home.
I'll go with you, Ronnie, too, I reckon. Because umpire Tapner with the ball puts it to turf. Up they go. Oh! Up there a mile was the big man in Claridge. Has a snapshot for the sticks. Offline, it's a first score of the afternoon. And it's to East Belmont. One behind. Blue West yet to score.
A bit blustery these conditions here as things starting to fall on us, but nothing serious as we see that Cowie goes short. Good work there to the old Scragger. Alan Craig on the left foot, drills it out looking for the direction of Ian Alley. But I think you'll find the boundary line will beat the dash of Frankie Ian Alley out of bounds centre wing, right in front of the commentary position. Let's have a look. 4.5 minutes gone to the first quarter as there's been a little bit of an infringement behind the play. And I tell you what, Craig Driffy doesn't mind, he's got the free kick.
Yes, Ian Alley I think might have been the infringer there. The ball down towards half forward for East Belmont. Here they come again. This time the kick from the boot there of... looks like it might have been Hobbs down towards the full half-forward line. Double Edwards just inside the 50. Decides to play on. Goes for a long shot. It'll land right in the goal square. Players leaping high from both teams. Off the hand. In the race for the ball there, leading out there is Graham Hobbs again doing the tough work. And the umpire said, is he going to play a free kick here? He is. What was that one for, Ronnie? You're the man with the eagle eye.
Yeah, well, he's paid holding the man, but... gee, he had the ball in his hands. He was over the footy. An unusual one. Gee, that was poor checking. Good footy there from the big fella. Graham Hobbs, the assistant coach of East Belmont, has just chipped it over the top to Damien Kelly, who didn't have a defender from the Cheetahs within 15 metres. Poor footy. The drop punt. Damien Kelly, thank you very much. 2 fingers raised, great goal for the Lions. 5-minute mark of the first quarter as we see now. They move to 1-1-7. Nice shot there, action shot there of Damien Kelly and his kicking style. Good work there, Noel Fanning, as we have got some celebrity joining us here this afternoon. Jeffrey ran into him at the Birregurra Hotel last night. Thought it was Stewie Scott, but it wasn't. It was his twin brother, Russell. Good afternoon, Russell. Very well, and East Belmont got away to a reasonable start. Russ, as we see now, back to the centre, whistle on play again. Russ, a couple of suggestions that the boys aren't fit out there. Scotty Cowie, what do you reckon?
Well, I was speaking to Stuart last night and he assures me he's raring to go, fully fit, and according to the fellas before, in the rooms he was egging them on, and no, I think he's all right.
Okay, well I hope you're right because I've tipped the Cheetahs today in a close one, subject to Cowie getting through.
No, he'll get through, no worries.
Okay, well I'll talk to you after the game if he doesn't, mate. But anyway, back to the footy we go, half forward, there he goes. The namesake, Stewie Scott, left foot too. And I tell you what, he's improved both sides of his body this year. Must have been taking a leaf out of your book, Russ, I'd reckon. Now, up to their forward pocket. Big Cox doing battle there as we see Jason Smith doing well. A little quicker, a little bit more agile. And the big fella might struggle a little today with blustery, wet conditions, gentlemen.
Well, with the rain sets in, it could be a different ball game. I think Stu was a bit more confident if it stayed dry, and he said if a bit of rain came in, they might struggle a bit. They're relying on their marking power there with Ken Denning at centre 40, he reckons.
Okay, well, let's just wait and see on that one, Jeffrey.
Yes, meanwhile, Blue West have the ball on the half forward. Can they move it further afield through Ian Alley? He gathers in on that position. Gets a handball across towards his teammate down there in box. The long kick inside 50, down towards the forward pocket. Off the hands of the packet goes over the line and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So the West team with a score yet to be registered on the scoreboard. East Belmont 1-1-7 in the early stages of the first term here, first semi-final.
Okay, now Russ, you just got here. What do you think of the conditions of the breeze? Is it what's it worth, 3 or 4? goals or not?
Yeah, I'd reckon look at the flags across there. They seem to be pretty. The wind seems pretty stiff. I'd reckon at least 3 goals. It's
Okay.
pretty open down on this ground. It's not shouldered, so I reckon at least 3.
Alrighty. Ball now is with East Belmont. It looks like that's Damien Kelly. I think you'll find down in defence. Kicks it long up there, looking for Hobbs. The high flyer couldn't take the footy cleanly. Pack of players have formed, as we see now. Kelly in there fighting for the Lions. Gets the quick hand pass out. Driven forward by Andy Bukta. Off hands, out of bounds, out of side centre wing. And, Jeffrey's a reasonable start to the proceedings of the 94 Division 2 first semi.
Yeah, it's a good open game, and let's hope it stays that way. The players are playing attacking football, not being too defensive. Good to see. It's the East Belmont team marginally into attack. The ball thrown in by the boundary umpire out of sight of the ground, but not for very long. It's on that white line again. Players doing battle from both teams, desperation. And finally the umpire picks out a push in the back free kick, and it's going the way of East Belmont on the far side of the ground there. 10 minutes into the first quarter. Here's a chance for them to score down towards half-forward line. They can't get it any further than the extremities of the 50-metre attacking zone. Coming out defence, Blue West. Down towards the half-forward line, but that's as far as they'll go. David McLaughlin, a good strong mark across the half-back line. A high kick with the breeze, down towards half-forward. No player can get it. Double Dam had the sit for the East Belmont team, couldn't do anything else. He gets in now, Burrows gets to the bottom of the pack, feeds out the handball to a teammate running past in Jeff Shaw, but Shaw's kick's an absolute shocker. He's been to the Ron Brain School of Kicking, out of bounds.
Oh, you can't say that, Jeffrey. I would have bung it right through the middle of the big stick, son. I tell you what, the boys, they didn't have a look at the kicking style of yours truly years gone by. And never missed him from there, boy.
It's a pity videos weren't around back in those days. All the sound films, all the colour films, Ronnie.
Okay, the Cheetahs now, through Alan Craig, go out to the half-back flank position, and I tell you what, in front, taking a great grab, second bite of the cherry, Stewie Scott. Twanger goes up to the centre of the ground, tries to find his teammate there in Vinnie Lehman. Good pressure, though, from Rod Doubledam, the opposing captain coach. No, it wasn't. It was Craig Jeffrey, and he throws the ball back to the central umpire. 11.5 minutes gone on the first quarter. Proudly brought us by Rocky's Locksmith, Corio Village.
Kick down towards the half-forward line. Here's a chance for the Blue West team. Denning tries to get to the ball. A good tussle there with Legel at half-back and half-forward. That'll be a real battle to keep your eye on. Boundary umpire to toss the ball in there. And let's see if they can make the most of this forward move. As Ronnie said earlier on, considerable breeze going West's way in the first term here. Boundary umpire tosses the ball overhead, down towards the half-forward line. In alley there for the Blue West team. He's got the ball right on the boundary line. Boundary umpire says, I've got it. And 70 metres out from the West goal. They haven't scored yet. Here's a chance for them to move further into attack, Ron.
Yeah, certainly. And, Russell Scott just had a look at the weather behind us. Russell, weather report, please.
Doesn't look real flash. There's a band of rain coming across, I'd suggest.
Thank you very much. Back to the football. Kick up there, Big Cox. Doesn't like these conditions at the minute. Can't get a good handle on the footy, but he's got some good work at ground level. Westwick's quick kick, though. Again, defence stands firm, and the Lions go out wide. Oh, it's hit him right in the gob, Damien Kelly. Well, that'll wake him up a bit, wouldn't it? As I tell you what, it'd still be stinging. That wet ball has gone whack and ricocheted back some 15 metres off the old nostril. And Damien Kelly, not very happy at all about that.
No, might get him going though. Just what he needs, perhaps. A long kick down towards half forward for Blue West. Off the hands of the pack. It spills into the arms of Neil. His kick down in towards the forward pocket. But over the line again, a boundary throw in, this time 30 metres out from goal.
It looks like Cox is in the forward pocket, resting there at the present time, Russ.
Yeah, actually, it was a bonus for the club having Coxie come back apparently, but Justin Ladd had been playing so well in the ruck.
Killing them.
They decided to put Coxie in a forward pocket and let Justin play around the ground.
Okay. Pack of players have formed in the forward pocket at the present time. And the Lions' defence, Double Dam in there working hard for his side. Very tight at the moment, making it very tough for the Cheetahs to score.
They haven't got a score on the board yet, the West team. Meanwhile, East Belmont 1-1-7. They've got inside their attacking 50 of West, just 45 metres out from goal. Another one in the head. This time copping it there was Craig Jeffrey, and they're doing it tough, the East Belmont team. But it did rebound for the East Belmont team down towards the half-forward line. Great mark in defence, Franvelic.
Can play football, Jason Franvelic. Very impressed with him today. And look, good strong hands, Very aggressive at the footy. Lovely disposal to Angelucci at half back. He plays on and goes to the big fella that Russ Scott was just speaking of. Justin Ladder, very improved footballer for the Tudors. Kicks it long up there to half forward. In front, Brett Wigmore. Had the ball well knocked away from him. Oh, there's been an elbow on play, I think you'll find. Umpire, is he going to bring the book out? No, he's just having a bit of a chat. As we see that Andy Booked, I think you'll find, has copped one right in the gob. 14.5-minute mark of the first term.
Yes, and the rain is tumbling down here at Western Oval. The crowd scatters for cover, and the players will have to put up with a slippery ball now. Inelli, a great handball, opens up opportunities for West. On the half-forward line. Finally, the kick comes out of the pack. Down to inside the attacking 50 it spills. Desperate play by both teams. In there for West is Main. Can't get it out. Finally he does, but Shark there by Double Dam. Almost a push in the back. Skills Rod Double Dam. Then he gets one too high, and he plays on, shrugging off the tackle. A long kick down towards half forward. Inside the attacking 50 now for the East Belmont team. Sutherland there tries to handball over the top. Also in there Buchanan doing the tough work. 45 metres out from the East Belmont goal. Desperate play by both teams. Who'll get it out of there? In the back line there doing the tough work. Latter for West. Also, Lacino, former Bell Park player here this afternoon, spills out wide to Paul Johns. Here's a long kick in towards a goal!
Bouncing!
Oh!
It's a great goal, great snapshot from Paul Johns. And one of the goals of the afternoon, as well, it's only been 2 kicks, so he's got a fair chance of getting it at the present time, Jeffrey.
Yeah, great goal there, Russell.
Yeah, not a bad goal. He went for the big long barrel, came off, and in these conditions with the wind, I think the go is to kick long.
Okay, now moves the East Belmont side to 2-1-13. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club yet to score on the Cry Village News Agency first quarter scoreboard.
About that, back down in the middle. Doing a tough work in there is Graham Hobbs for East Belmont. Across towards a teammate in Paul Johns. Another long kick into attack. It bounces over the line on the half-forward flank. Across the bicycle track that Hubert Opperman once rode his cycle around. He's not out there this afternoon. It's too cold and wet for him. And the wind's starting to get up a bit too here now as the rain blows in heavily. And the outlook might not be all that good as GDFL President Neville Whitley tries to warm himself up on centre wing.
Yes, and a bit disappointing because it was quite sunny early stages here on arrival for the reserves game. But unfortunately, the old fella upstairs has decided to turn it on. And as he turned it on, it's coming down by the buckets at the minute. As ball spills off hands, though it's been kicked out of bounds in the full by that East Belmont player. And it looks like Murray's got out there with the free kick for the Cheetahs. Low trajectory drop punt, a good one. Vinny Lehman only went with the one hand. Two hands, son, I've got to tell you, as Jeff Shaw at ground level does well for the Lions. Punts it up there to the forward pocket. Not a good kick. And evades the players and just bounces over the line out of bounds. A good 30 metres from the East Belmont goal. 2-1-13 score check here at Western Oval. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club yet to score. Cry Village News Agency first quarter scoreboard.
Yes, boundary umpire tosses the ball in forward pocket for East Belmont, but in defence Stuart Scott for West. A kick up towards the half-back line. No further afield than that. Rebounding is Jeffrey. A long kick down towards full forward. Here's a chance. Oh, too wide there for Jamie Sutherland. Out of bounds on the full. Resultant free kick to be taken in defence there by Scott Cowie.
Yeah, it should be an interesting tussle there, Scotty Cowie, and let's just hope for the Cheetahs' point of view that he can get through because he's had a great season, Scotty Cowie. But likewise, so has Jamie Sutherland because he's kicked something like 66 goals for the season for the East Belmont side. Has been a real focal point up there in the teeth of goal. So Scotty Cowie will have his hands full. Now, plays on. Rather casually too, puts ball to ground 3 times, the big fella. Now steadies, looks up the ground to centre wing. A lovely looking kick there to Lehman. In front, couldn't hold the slippery leather. But again at ground level, doing well there. East Belmont's Chrissy Stern takes his time, steadies. But he's kicked it too far. And Richard Neal, good support there from the Scragger at the back of the pack. Puts the ball to ground. Plenty of experience there from the ex-North Shore footballer as he goes out wide. Looks there for Stewie Scott, but unfortunately the ball just takes it away to the right outstretched hand of Stewie Scott, out of bounds centre wing position.
Yes, far side of the ground, and the flag's blowing very stiffly in the breeze, the way of East Belmont in the first quarter, the northern end of the ground here at Western Oval in Geelong. Throw-in takes place. Ruck infringement picked out by the umpire, going the way of West, and having to go back. It'll go back there to the big ruckman on the outer side of the ground there. Finally, the long kick down towards half forward.
Yeah, Justin Ladder it was, and a long loping left foot kick up there. Wigmore comes through strongly, kicks off the carpet, butters up. Oh, put Hogan right under the hammer. Poor footy. Oh, Ian Alley, if you don't mind, has caught one right in the gob, and I think you'll find Frankie will get the free kick.
Yes, and he deserved that too. I think he nearly had it pulled off as he went for the ball there, 45 metres out from goal. Here's a chance for the West team to get their first goal of the afternoon. In fact, their first score. The long kick. It'll land right on the edge of the 10-metre square. Players fly high from both teams. East Belmont desperate in defence. Go for the thump, and finally the kick comes out into the arms of Chris Stern in the back pocket. Stern goes short, across towards the half-back flank. Shocking kick, fell right in the arms of Stuart Scott. And Stuart Scott has the ball on the half-forward flank. Comes around on left foot now, puts it down towards the half-forward line, but that's a pretty ordinary kick too. And it's kick to kick between the back pocket and half-back flank at the moment, as the ball finally emerges out towards centre wing. Leading in the race for the ball there is Edwards for East Belmont. Gets a handball across towards a teammate further afield in Buchanan. He couldn't grab onto the slippery leather, and now the Blue West team come down into attack. Across the centre they go.
Well done.
A kick off the ground. Here it comes down towards half forward. Another chance for the Blue West team on the 50-metre line. Good defence by East Belmont. No, fell right into the arms there of Lehman. Lehman penalised, holding the ball. Penalty kick to go the way of Paul Johns for East Belmont.
Just trying to pick up who's tagging. No one's tagging. Actually, Stewie Scott's having a bit of a field day out there at the present time. Just keep an eye on that, Russ, would you? Because at the moment he's getting possessions at will, and another one for him. And I just can't see an opponent within 5 metres. I thought Double Dan might have been tagging.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at Double Dan. He seems to be running pretty loose himself. So I think they're both playing apart from each other and both playing quite well for their respective side.
Certainly are. As we said, there's been a whistle on play at centre half back. Trevor Keegan with the footy.
Keegan from the half-back line. A long, high kick, almost down towards half forward for East Belmont. A push out there, says umpire. And the umpire on that occasion was umpire Tatnell. And it's going the way of the Blue West player in Richard Neal. On the defensive side of centre, he goes wide, out there towards Latter, and he marks just on the attacking side of the centre wing. He'll be kicking to a stiff breeze as he tries to get the ball down into attack. Let's see what he can do. On the left foot, the ball inside 50 now to land. Up they fly. Oh, there's a pretty good mark to Stuart Scott.
Courageous grab, wasn't it? Going across with the fly of the footy and taking a screamer.
Yes, and here's another. No, is he going to go short? He's kicking to a pretty stiff breeze. Normally a kickable distance. From about 49, the boot will hit with the leather.
It's good experience, though. You know, you've got to try and utilise the ball every time you get it. Wait until it happens. When it happens, then you feed it off. That's what he's done. Good football, Stewie Scott. Yeah,
well played. He held it back and waited for the right option. He had 2 or 3 there, and he just waited for the best one and finished it off very well with a good kick.
Brett Wigmore it is, and he's normally a lovely kick of the leather too. This time it's, it wasn't bad kick off the boot, but again, conditions a little tricky. Just fades to the right of the big sticks and has gone through for a point. First score for the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club, coming up at about the 21-minute mark of the first quarter, off the boot of Brett Wigmore.
Right. First score of the afternoon to the Blue West team, East Belmont 2-1-13. Kick out from fullback. Out towards the half-back flank. Leading in the race for the ball out there is Craig Jeffrey. He spears it further afield. Oh, there's a good mark. Taken just inside the boundary line by McLaughlin.
Play on it. Yeah, so it should be.
Yes, on the right foot. He comes down now towards the half-forward line. Oh, good mark there.
Played well.
Branvilic in defence for the Blue West team. At centre half-back. He's looking for leads down the ground.
Didn't he mean it, eh? Strong, aggressive, great grab in these conditions.
Yeah, certainly is. The ball a bit slippery as he kicks it down towards half forward. No one there. Oh, here comes bursting his way through the pack, Wigmore. He spears it in towards the big sticks into the open goal mouth, but no one there. And Russell, perhaps they could have just settled things down and had a more deliberate shot there.
Yeah, they seem to be rushing the play a little bit. West, East Belmont a little bit more settled when they're delivering the ball downfield. West sort of not looking for their better options, and I'm not sure whether Ken Denning's moving enough down there in the forward line or not. But probably they could go a bit longer to Coxie. He's got the height down there to take a mark.
Okay, long bomb, lovely kick in from the full-back Jason Smith and hit his teammate there at centre-half back. And away he goes. Lovely kick, Jamie Legell, I think you'll find it was. And, gee, that's good direct footy. 2 long kicks, and there's the ball now being marked by Paul Claridge. and he'll be kicking from 50 metres out from goal. Just the breeze coming over his left shoulder, which will assist him. We mentioned earlier, and I reckon it's picked up a little. It was worth probably 3 or 4 goals. Could be now 5. The drop punt from 50 into the pocket, and Jamie Sutherland there doing a good knockaway there from Stewie Cowie, who did have the sit. I should say Scotty Cowie.
What do you think of the kicking style there, Ronnie?
Different. Very different.
Boundary throwing takes place in the forward pocket for East Belmont. Clearing kick out towards the back flank. Up there was Heath Box across the line on the half forward flank, almost where the 50-metre line bisects the boundary line, and the boundary umpire will toss the ball overhead.
Good tussle between that youngster Heath Box, number 20 for the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club, and number 44 Chris Stern. Both had many possessions early stages of this first semi-final.
Boundary umpire tosses the ball in. It lands right in the middle of the ring of players. Trying to get a kick away there was Lachino. Rebounds away of Kelly. The long kick down towards full forward. Sutherland was his target, but the defenders for the West team go for the safety of the boundary line 30 metres out from the East Belmont goal. 13 plays to East Belmont leading the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club in this sudden death first semi-final.
Yeah, time clock check, Noel, if we could, because it's, I'd say, getting pretty close to, here it is, 25 and a half minutes of the first quarter has gone. Not a lot of scoring, so the siren not far away. There's a nice grab taken on the outer side half forward flank for the East Belmont side, who's been quite busy too in Trevor Keegan.
Keegan. Here's a chance for them to score with the wind again. They probably need to utilise the ball a bit. Oh, gee, I'll tell you what, he's a good strong mark, Stuart Scott. In defence for the Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club. Up towards the centre of the ground he goes. It went through the hands there of Main. Rebounds away of East Belmont. Kicked down by Bukta, right into the forward line. No one home. And again, well, probably both teams rushing those forward line entries, Russell, as you mentioned before.
Yeah, they are, and they're both playing on the other side of the ground, the far side. It seems to be the dead side of the ground. I can't see why they're not bringing the ball across this side of the ground.
Yeah, certainly need a change of direction, and that's just going to have to, come to someone like a Scragger or someone with a bit of experience there, just to have a bit of confidence. But I suppose it's got to really happen up the ground as well. Someone's got to make position, don't they, boys?
That's right. They've got to be prepared to move and run across to the centre. Maybe switching the play, but as you say, people have got to be there, be prepared to work across.
That's it. Jimmy Hogan goes over the top. This is an opportunity now for the Cheetahs. The NLE tends to hold the footy a bit too long, but on this occasion got out of it all right. On the left foot to Shane Main. Could have been a high tackle on him. On the left foot, shoots at goal. The bouncing ball didn't sit for Dean Westwick and has just bounced the wrong side of the big sticks. And Shane Main, well, a little bit unlucky on that
There's
occasion.
some umpires for you, Ronald.
They had 3 players back there in the square then, actually. 3 onto 1, so they probably just should have steadied a bit there.
Certainly. Phil Dow looks like he's enjoying himself there. Rod Whelan on screen also enjoying the entertainment here this afternoon.
Yes, kick in from full back again, out towards the half back line. Coming through the pack again is the player there in Smith. Gets it down towards the centre of the ground. Here they come again. The East Belmont team running through his Stern. Long kick down towards full forward. Is that a mark? Oh, I think the West player got first hands to it. But claiming the ball is Chris Stern. Russell, a comment on that one?
Yeah, actually, Murray, the old brother, he's not really impressed with that. I think he did get the first hand to it, but that doesn't matter now. It's been paid, and he's having a shot for goal here. So. And
as the siren sounds, Ken Denny is taken from the ground with a nose. And I'll tell you what, right on the siren, that is a very important goal to East Belmont. And they've kicked their 3rd goal. Smack bang on the siren. Another disappointing move there for the Blue West team was Denny coming off the ground. But a pretty even first quarter, considering that the East Belmont team kicked with the aid of the wind. And at the first break in this GDFL first semi-final. Let's check the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard. East Belmont move along to 3-1-19. Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club 2 behinds.
Yeah, very handy goal to Jeff Shaw on the siren. And it looks like, yes, Russ Scott's just going to go down and have a listen to respective coaches just to find out on what, especially from a Geelong West point of view, on how they're going to get back in. I wouldn't press the panic button just yet, Jeff, because as we mentioned, it's probably worth 3 or 4 goals. They've got, let's have a look, 16 points margin in it at the moment. And I think, really, to get a fair indication of the Geelong West performance, we need to wait until half-time. Goal kickers up into that first quarter. Singles each for the East Belmont sides, Jeff Shaw, Damien Kelly, Paul Johns. And, Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club yet to open their account. Back shortly for the action here at the Western Oval for the 94 Division 2 first semi-final between East Belmont and Geelong West Cricket and Footy Club shortly.